Hello Backgammon friends, Martha Ghio here, just steps from the Alamo, deep in the heart of San Antonio, Texas, at the 2013 Texas Backgammon Championships. Today we have with us the winner, native Texan, Malcolm Davis. So Malcolm, just would love to hear your thoughts on your route up the ladder to being the winner of this tournament, first time here in Texas.
Well, Martha, actually, it seems like that you're my good luck charm because you were present, remember, for the World Cup whenever I managed really, you've got to be lucky to win one of these tournaments. There's a lot of variance. It's when you're rolling good, it seems like the game's not that hard, and when you're not rolling so good, you're not so lucky, it seems like it's impossible. But I guess I was probably rolling pretty good. When I am lucky, I don't notice it. I just am having a good time. And when I think I'm unlucky, I try not to notice that either. And just try to concentrate on making the right play, the right cube decision.
Our audience has a lot of players who don't get the opportunity to play in tournaments all that much, and one thing I always hear is how much trouble they have dealing with when the bad rolls are coming.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about when that happens to you?
Well, I try really hard not to pay any attention to it whatsoever. And when I'm playing an opponent that I can tell is getting aggravated and getting upset, it tells me that he's probably not going to play his best game. I mean, it doesn't mean you're going to win or lose, but the idea is to give it your best shot.
Well, I happen to know that in this tournament you had some pretty tough competition. I mean, Arkady Sinise and Falafel, and then in the finals, Ed O'Loughlin, all terrific top players in the world.
Yeah.
You yourself are one of the top players in the world, but how do you adjust your game in any way when you're playing a super talented player?
No, actually not, although there's some psychology in the game. It's a natural thing. It's not something I focus on, but I am acutely aware of their table presence and what they're likely to do with a doubling cube whenever I double, whether they're going to take or pass. Or, this is an interesting element to the game really, is whenever I'm in a terribly bad position and I don't want to be doubled, I try tremendously hard to give no sign whatsoever, like a poker game. It's really important.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Sometimes the opponent will, he knows, of course, I play these great players and they know they're big favorites, but I have a reputation for taking some pretty tough takes. In other words, don't come across as being afraid.
You're not going to back down so easily.
And so they'll shake their dice and kind of watch to see if there's a reaction, and I do my very best not to notice, and many times get free rolls. In other words, they won't double, and I get a chance to get back in the game. So to some extent, that plays a part.
Could you give some, if you had just a few words to share with people who are interested in improving their game, just kind of a good, quick thought?
Well, with robots, the neural network technology, and the computer programs, things that might have taken 15 years for us to learn 30 or 40 years ago, you can do now in 6 months or a year if you really want to. I'd say you need to play a lot. And the one thing that I don't know that I do so well, but I try, is I don't try to win. Never think about winning or losing. Just think about the right play. And you can't control the outcome, but you can control what you do.
Thank you so much, Malcolm. Really, really appreciate that.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.